Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is reinventing yourself. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a while ago, and the world has completely transformed since then. So if I encounter anything that is out of date, I will interrupt myself and give you the most recent information. At the end, if necessary, I will summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today. Also, I have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Reinventing yourself. So many folks come to me who are looking for work. Some have been unemployed for months, if not years. Some were laid off, found another job, got laid off again. It's all hugely frustrating from sending out resumes into the abyss. More recently, I've had people come to me who are in secure jobs but wanting to quit, or people who don't have to work but are being moved to make drastic changes in their lives. What's so interesting is that it's the same energy affecting and motivating all of them. We are being called to live in integrity. We are being called to act in alignment with our expanded selves. No longer can we work jobs just for the money. We have to start doing what we're here to do. It's not necessarily about finding and fulfilling your life purpose. I believe our life purpose is to create. How we create and what we create is unique for each one of us. It has nothing to do with destiny, because I don't believe anything is destined. We're all on a road trip through life, and we get to choose the route. If you were laid off, it's a big message from the universe to your expanded self that you're here to do something different. If you keep applying for the same position, no wonder you're not experiencing any results. The thing I know is if you take a risk towards doing what you've been called to do, the universe supports you. Okay, I'm going to stop there because as I'm reading this, I'm thinking we're actually right now in the midst of the biggest jobs expansion in history. There have been more jobs created in the last few years than in the last century, I think is what it is. But I wrote this at a time where there was an economic downturn and lots of people were laid off. And so certainly that was an accurate perception at the time. But the thing I'm thinking about is something I said was it's no longer about working just for money. And that doesn't mean that you need to quit your job and not do anything until you are doing the job that makes your heart sing. Although you might be motivated to do that, but you can also have your heart sing in the job that you're in just by being in alignment with consciousness. I'll give you an example. My husband's a devout Buddhist, and he started working for the Department of Social and Health Services as a planner. So he was designing offices. He's still designing offices. And he was struggling with it at first because he didn't entirely feel like it aligned with his purpose as a Buddhist. And then I pointed out, it's the Department of Social and Health Services. It's the department that helps people. So yeah, you're designing the offices, but you're designing the offices for people to help people. So suddenly he came into alignment, and it's been a lot easier for him to work there since then. So I did say that it wasn't about purpose necessarily, because as consciousness, we have an infinite amount of purposes. It is really about creating in this world, and you can choose what you create. I did work with somebody who started at a job and realized the office manager was psychotic, and they did a simple consciousness technique where they shifted into a parallel universe, and then they went to work that Monday, and the office manager decided to quit. And it wasn't that this person had done anything magical to make that person quit. She had stepped into a parallel universe where that person was quitting. I've also had other people have a similar experience or do a similar thing, and they walk in, and the person that they had conflict with, their personality completely changed. There's all sorts of opportunities. So if you're struggling with your job, but you don't feel like you're in a position of quitting, you can just step into a parallel universe and see what happens. The universe could all rearrange for things to unfold in your favor. Back to the block. It's all about acting with consciousness, being aware and in each of your actions, operating from the bigger picture perspective. You can tell when you're off kilter. You don't feel good. There's conflict in your life. You're experiencing restriction, which can show up as a lack of money, a lack of love, a lack of other needs. Course correction can be dramatic or subtle. You can make small changes and in a short while be on your path, feeling happy and content. You can take extreme action and completely change everything in your life and feel exhilarated and alive. It's all about reinventing yourself. Who you currently are is your invention. Every way you define yourself and your life is all subject to change. You have the freedom to do things differently and be a different person in the process. Yet at your core, you will be fully and completely yourself. In order to reinvent reinvent yourself, you have to let go of your old definitions. You might hold on to your dysfunctional childhood because it's made you who you are today. Letting go of the survival label doesn't invalidate or negate your past, but allows you to step beyond it and become a thriver. You might discover things that you're really good at, that you got a lot of external praise for being, doesn't really satisfy you deep down. Being an excellent marketer and able to convince people to buy products may not be what the inner you really loves. It can be scary to let go of what we thought was secure and real. The payoff is expansion beyond our wildest dreams. So this week, reinvent yourself. And if you do, leave me a comment below because I love to read your comments. And if you like these videos, please click the like button and also please subscribe. And that way you're telling YouTube to share these far and wide and get this information out to people who really need to see it. If you'd like a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below for the skybox technique. It'll help you see the bigger picture and how to reinvent your life. If you want some manifestation techniques, Manifesting Money and Miracles is my self-study course. It teaches you how to embody specific vibrations to create change within that completely transforms your external reality. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-ducombe.com. There you can sign up for my individual sessions where I take a look at the essence of who you are and what's going on in your life today. And I can answer any questions that you might have, whether it's about relationships, about jobs, about money, about the future. If you're wanting to move, I can also talk to dead people, and it's all recorded just for you. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, Manifesting Money and Miracles is a good preparation for my coaching special where I work with you one-on-one and give you specific consciousness techniques so that you can transform your life. And you can find that out at my website. So go to my website, joan-ducombe.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.